So from the movie She Gotta Have It, I chose the character Nola. Not because she was the main character, but because she was the character that really stood out to me the most. So with that being said, I chose Know Thyself, Polyamorous, and Use Your Voice. I chose the phrase, word, term Know Thyself because I feel as if Nola was the type of person that actually knew herself. And most people can't really say that they know themselves. Like me personally, I know myself, but I don't know myself 100%. I felt like Nola knew herself just about almost 100%. And when I say this, I mean, yeah, she couldn't find a man that had all the characteristics that she wanted in a man. So she found Jamie Greer and Mars. So Jamie is like the steady guy in her life. He knows what he wants. He's very driven, things like that. Then you have Greer, who is very self-centered, self-absorbed, which I think he's in her life more so because he brings out, I would say, the beauty in her. And then the next guy is Mars. I feel as if Mars is the guy that is when she's down, upset about something, that she calls to lift her back up. He's the goofball in the relationship. So another thing, the next word I want to use is polyamorous. And so this word means being in love or romantically involved with more than one person. So, of course, we all know, if you watch the movie She Gotta Have It, Nola was in love, sexually attracted to, physical with 3 different men. She chose these 3 different men because they all gave her a different feel that one guy at this side, that I'm assuming, could not give to her. And I actually know a girl who is like this. She's not like this anymore, but when we were freshmen, she would bring different guys over all the time, but it would always be the same. I think it was two guys. One guy, he was Muslim, and she's Christian, so it was really kind of weird with that. She kind of really liked him, but he wasn't looking for the relationship. But in her eyes, he put it down the best. The other guy was the guy that she could really listen to, talk to, vent to, and things like that. So with this term, I feel like Nola and this girl I knew are similar because they couldn't find it in one person. They couldn't find someone who could give it to them right while also listening to them, while also feeding them internally and externally. So yeah. My next term is use your voice. I chose this term because I remember us having a discussion in class about how at the end of the movie, Nola felt as if, and I'm going to say as if because I'm not going to say that he did or that he didn't, that Jamie raped her. And in my opinion, I felt as if he didn't. So the reason why I felt as if he didn't was because she invited him over. She knew what she was doing. She knew that she invited him over for sex and that he was angry and that the only way to get him over there is to say it was an emergency. So she knew that she made him angry. And so I will say Jamie was wrong for acting out of anger and not acting more so with his brain. He acted more with his dick. But him doing what he did was giving her what she wanted. And I feel as if she didn't like it and it was called rape to her because he didn't give it to her how she wanted it. She wanted him to come over and make love to her, while on the other hand, Jamie was angry that he took a couple of trains over and he had to walk in the middle of the night to her crib, all for it to be nothing. Especially while he was already laying in bed with somebody and he already didn't want to deal with Nola no more because she couldn't give him what he wanted. So I felt as if in the moment when Jamie was doing what he was doing to her, instead of her laying there and taking it and not fighting back, she could have used her voice. And this is going to be a touchy situation when I say this. It's the same thing with females at A&T, females at other schools, and females all over who sometimes just let things happen to them. And I'm not saying that all situations of rape are the same. Some situations are a lot strenuous where women can't fight back or they can't do anything or use their voice, because most women who use their voice don't make it out of the situation. They end up being killed or, you know what I'm saying, taken somewhere and abused or sex trafficked. So I know I'm walking on eggshells when I say this, but I feel as if you have the power in you to say something, or even after the situation is over, I feel as if as a woman you should speak up right away, so that way not only does this not happen to you again, but this also does not happen to the next person. Because as long as women, we sit around and let men do these things to us, it's going to continue. If you don't tell on the person that did this to you, all they're going to continue to do is do it over and over again, because they're going to feel as if they're never going to get caught or they're never going to get in trouble. So I feel as if Nola could have used her voice, and maybe she didn't want to, because low-key deep inside she actually enjoyed it. It was a different side of Jamie that she had never seen before, and I think she just wasn't ready for it. That's just my opinion on that. And once again, I just really think it was her fault.